Today I'm bringing you a video where I'll talk about 10 crashes caused by pilot error. Hi everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Miraljup. If you haven't already, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button to support this channel. Let's see if this video can reach 653 likes. And now let's begin. Number 10. Malaysian Airlines MH370. Probably the most well-known incident of all. This was the flight from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing, which took off at 0041 local time. Everything was fine. The climb fast went smoothly until 1:19. At 1:19, the aircraft made its last contact with air traffic control, saying, Malaysian Airlines MH370, good night. Just 2 minutes later, at 1:21, someone in the cockpit deliberately switched off the transponder, meaning that ATC could no longer see key data like altitude, speed, or heading. The primary radar still picked up the aircraft's position, but nothing else. Was this a hijacking? In such cases, cockpit doors must remain locked and are equipped with cameras for security. If someone was let inside, the pilots were responsible. If the pilots themselves hijacked the aircraft, that too was a pilot failure. One way or another, pilot error plays a role in MH370's disappearance. Number 9, German wings. Flight 9525. This flight carried 150 people, 144 passengers, and 6 crew on its way from Barcelona to Düsseldorf. At one point, the captain left the cockpit for the restroom. The co-pilot then locked the door from the inside using Airbus A320's mechanical system, which cannot be overridden even with the emergency code. Alone in the cockpit, suffering from mental health issues, he intentionally set the autopilot for a descent straight into the French Alps. After this tragedy, aviation authorities introduced the two-person cockpit rule, meaning at least 2 people must be in the cockpit at all times. Number 8, the Tenerife disaster, the deadliest aviation accident in history. 2 Boeing 747s collided on the runway. Poor weather and low visibility played a role, but the main cause was the captain of one aircraft insisting on taking off without proper clearance. At the same time, the other aircraft was taxiing across the runway. By the time they saw each other, it was too late. This disaster led to the creation of CRM, Crew Resource Management, which ensures that co-pilots' input must be respected, not ignored by captains. Number 7, Transasia Flight 235. During takeoff, the aircraft lost one engine. Pilots are extensively trained for this, with strict procedures on how to handle it. However, in this case, the pilots mistakenly shut down the wrong engine, the only one still working. As a result, the aircraft lost all power and crashed. Number 6, Air France Flight 447. This Airbus A330 crashed in the Atlantic in 2009. The pitot tubes, which measure airspeed, froze at high altitude. This caused unreliable speed indications. Pilots must know emergency procedures for such cases by heart, but they didn't follow them. Instead of lowering the nose to recover lift, they pulled back, stalling the aircraft. Instinct told them to pull up, but procedure required pushing down to regain speed. Tragically, they lost control and the plane went down. Number 5, Egypt Air Flight 990. 3 pilots were on board. When the captain stepped out, the first officer remained alone in the cockpit. For unknown personal or psychological reasons, he disengaged the autopilot and deliberately pushed the aircraft into a dive, reportedly saying, I rely on God. The aircraft crashed into the Atlantic. Number 4, Singapore Airlines Flight 006, a classic case of pilot overconfidence. In poor weather at Taipei Airport, the crew became disoriented while taxiing. They were cleared for takeoff from runway 05L, but instead entered runway 05R, which was closed for construction. Without realizing, they attempted takeoff and struck construction equipment. The aircraft never got airborne. The lesson: when unsure, stop and ask ATC for help. Number 3. Avianca Flight 52. Due to delays and howling patterns before landing in New York, the aircraft began running critically low on fuel. Instead of clearly declaring an emergency, the crew kept circling. When they finally informed the ATC, it was too late. The engines flamed out during approach, and the aircraft crashed. This shows how vital communication is. Never hesitate to declare low fuel. Number 2. Korean Air Flight 801. On approach to Guam, the crew descended below minimum safe altitude without having the runway in sight. Regulations are clear. If you don't see the runway at minimums, you must go around. The crew failed to follow this rule, and the aircraft impacted terrain. Number 1. Colgan Air Flight 3407. Here, pilot instincts clashed with proper procedure. In icing conditions, stall speeds increase. The stick shaker activated warning of an impending stall. The correct response was to push the nose down and regain speed. Instead, the captain pulled back, worsening the stall. The aircraft crashed, killing everyone on board. And that brings us to the end of today's video. Although these tragedies happened long ago, I want to take a moment to express condolence to the families of the victims. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, goodbye.